the sun the ultimate source of energy because it will never run out. Although solar energy research in the United States is still way behind investigations into other sources of power, there are some interesting projects underway. In one such effort, Dallas Power and Light and Oxford Building Systems are preparing to study the economic and energy benefits of using the sun to heat a new house in northeast Dallas. The 5-year research project will be the first of its kind in the United States to compare the energy consumption patterns of two houses with identical floor plans, basic materials, and appliances. The only difference is that one of the 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,300 square foot houses will utilize solar energy as a principal source of heat, and the other will use electricity. Dal Franson of Dallas Power and Light explains how the solar system will work.
What you've been looking at here are 10 3x8 solar collector panels. In those solar collector panels will be circulated an ethylene glycol solution. There's about 15 gallons of solution. It's 10 gallons of water and 5 gallons of antifreeze. This solution will then pick up the heat from the sun, from the solar collectors, and transfer it to the thermal storage tank inside the control room. Right now we're in the control room of the solar house. The pipes you were just looking at are the pipes that deliver the ethylene glycol solution down through this first pump here and back up into the solar collectors. The heat is exchanged in this small heat exchanger right here. This is the basic loop in the solar system. It takes the heat gotten from the sun, from the solar collectors and the ethylene glycol, circulated through the heat exchanger and pumped back up to the roof where the solar panels are. The second major component of the system consists of, right at my back here, you can see this large brown thing, which is the insulation now being put on a 1,200-gallon storage tank. From the heat exchanger I just mentioned, there's a secondary loop going through a pump, which then takes the heat out of the ethylene glycol solution, and this is just a water system, and stores that heat in this 1,200-gallon tank. That's the basic components of the solar system. The other equipment in here, you'll notice there's 3 other smaller pumps. They then transfer the heat out of the storage tank either to the hot water heating system or to the 2 heating coils that are placed right in the air conditioning duct to furnish heat to the house. Basically, that's the system. The test metering you see on the right here is part of Dallas Power and Light's equipment that will monitor all the energy use that goes to the various pumps and that the owners of the house use in the daily operation.
Presently, solar energy is not competitive with electricity and natural gas as a method of heating houses and hot water because of the high initial cost of the equipment. But as fuel prices continue to rise and standardized design brings down the cost of solar equipment, the situation could change. Still, there are some energy and cost savings available today.
These added energy efficient items are expected to save about 20% over the other houses in this neighborhood, just in the energy savings alone. And of course, the solar assist on the Solar 76 home will save an additional 20% for just about a 40% savings over comparable houses in this area. The dollar savings is pretty important. Obviously, that's what we as consumers see and what you all see. The solar system here is going to save around $200 to $250 in total utility costs. That's the savings. That amounts to about 60% of the domestic hot water needs and about 30% of the heating needs.
The solar house will be completed in time for tours by visitors to the Home Builders Convention in January. It will be offered for sale by the builder in March.